Ayun, magandang umaga sa kanilang lahat. Good morning.
Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat.
Morning.
Yes, sa lahat ng mga listener, mga viewers natin sa lahat ng dako ng mundo. Good morning,
Yan.
Nancy from Haro, Iloilo. And good morning,
Yes.
Rome.
Good morning, Lo. Good morning, Nancy.
Hello. Yes, good morning.
Oh,
Good morning sa lahat Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Ayong buntag sa taga Cebu. Live tayo ngayon sa Iloilo City,
eh,
Haro.
yeah, not live. Okay.
Ayong buntag sa mga followers
Uh,
natin araw-araw.
oo. Si Nancy is live
Good
from
morning, Ma'am
Iloilo.
Glo.
Oo.
Morning.
Nancy is
Good
live from
morning, Sir
Iloilo.
Rom.
Good morning, Nancy. Oh, pero
Yes.
si Gloria is
Yeah.
in Rodriguez. Eh? And ako naman
Yes,
is
yes.
from Marikina City.
Marikina.
Oo. And actually, last night, ating special guest is from Utah. Sa Utah. Okay? So, bitin na yung Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. It will no longer be enough because
Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao at lahat sa lahat ng dako ng mundo.
oh, and kailangan English, Glo.
Yeah. All over the world.
Oh,
Nation, simulcast.
oh,
Any
uh,
point of mundo.
oh. No,
Any point of the world.
yung
Any point of the world.
yung simulcast, it's more of anong platform tayo nagpo-broadcast. Like for example, we are
Yes.
simultaneously casting sa YouTube now and Facebook. Okay? Sabay ang simulcast. Pero yung reach naman ng yung internet is global eh. Kahit unicast lang tayo, kahit single casting lang, kahit Facebook lang tayo, we are reaching all members. Potentially all members of Facebook. Eh, billion yan, di ba? Or tama, I hope, I think I'm correct, billion ang ano. Or sabihin natin million, let's be a little bit more conservative, million na lang, oh. Um, billion kasi hindi kasama yung China. Hindi nakikita yung Facebook sa
Oo.
China. Oh, that's one
Laban
problem.
China.
Naka-block ang Facebook sa China. Same with YouTube. Kaya I may be wrong dun sa billion, no? Kasi yung China population is billions na talaga. So, sa pero yung broadcast natin is actually kino-convert ko siya to a WordPress video. Yung WordPress video is visible sa ano sa China. Okay. Kaya lang we cannot do it live sa WordPress. Kailangan ko ng time para mag-upload, i-download ulit yung ating live broadcast and then upload ko ulit sa WordPress website natin. Pero yung WordPress website na yon is visible sa China. So, let's pray, let's recruit constituents from from China. Baka may mga friends kayo from mainland or Taiwan. So, yun. So today I've invited si Amy Navarro. Let me check kung kamusta na si Amy. Oh, di pa niya nakita yung sabi ko mag-login na siya. Pero alam niya na sabi niya she will come. She will come. I'll show a video. Ang pamagat nito is what's stopping you? What's stopping you?
Stopping you.
What's stopping? Anong pumipigil sa'yo? This is my first interview with Amy Navarro. Si Amy Navarro of EQ Academy. EQ Academy is a training center. Is a training center. Si Amy Navarro ay isang coach. Isang performance coach. Hindi nga lang sports. This is sports performance. Pero ang treatment niya sa performance like sa work, sa hanap buhay, sa trabaho, sa mga advocacy. Yan, yung mga kino-coach niya. Kaya sales people, for example, mga sales, di ba? Siguro malaking porsyento ng ating workforce ay sales. Even sa business, yung mga nagbi-business na home business, sales pa rin, hindi mawawala yung sales. Ang buhay ng negosyo, actually, nasa sales, di ba? Sa salesman.
Sale.
Oo.
Oo.
Kaya dapat tayo, nasa sa atin din yung pagka-salesmen and saleswomen and salesperson natin. Kaya, kumbaga, sa production, sa productivity, yan yung mga kino-coach ni Amy Navarro. Productivity ng mga tao. Okay? So I will show this video, what's stopping you, and then we can have a discussion. Okay, so I will change my camera para makita ninyo. Mali. Teka, na-turn off ko tuloy. Imbis na buksan ko, ayun. Yan. Okay. And then, magpapalit ako ng yan. Ayan. Okay, play it now. Oops,
This is Rom Kung here at NutriBiz in Star Mall. Together with me is Miss Amy Navarro. Amy Navarro is proprietor EQ Academy. That's correct? Yes. So, Amy has a lot of good news to share with you. So, Amy, it's your turn now.
Okay, so I just like to encourage everybody to support our programs in the academy under an NGO called Tuklas, and in academy our vision and mission is actually to create self-sufficiency citizens in every organization. So yung mga programs na ginagawa namin here are all mind setting, mind empowering, so that people can really change their mindset into really just gearing towards highest meaning in whatever they do. Kasi pag may highest meaning ang lahat ng ginagawa mo, mas mataas pa yung performance mo. So ibig sabihin, let's say you're an accountant, you're a salesperson. So pag wala kasing highest meaning yung you perform in life work, hindi ka magpipili. Whether it's an inner game, outer game, frame game. Marami kaming mini-series workshops. All these are geared towards learning what goes on your brain, behind your intentions. So programs every Friday next area. It's in Greenfield District. I all programs wherever it's needed. Like we're here in NutriBiz right now. So I do health forums here. Ang goal sa NutriBiz as a health guru is that everybody should really just rely on themselves as a healer, because as according to Hippocrates, let's be our medicine and medicine be our food, because in every part of our being there's a great power that heals all those diseases and conditions that we're in. In fact, sabi nga sa'yo, Rom, di ba, on Friday, April 11, potion, because this beautiful body that's in front of you has a condition called Parkinson's, and I've been fighting it with medication. So lagot sila ngayon doon sa Makati. So not that I'm toppling or not demeaning the doctors or the medical practitioners, but for those kasi who cannot afford, all they can really rely on is the empowerment of their mind, and that's what we encourage people, and that's mission and vision of EQ Academy. And we run programs everywhere we've been to that. I'm going to Sarani, I'm going to Cagayan de Oro. I'm to really run. Kasi 5 kaming board of trustees sa EQ Academy ROM. So ang forte ko is health, and through the supplements and yung natural healing, naturopathy. One, Engineer Claude's forte is neuro-linguistic programming. Treasurer is ang forte naman niya, si PJ is research and developer. Siya naman research ng mga bagong needs ng mga tao in doing human capital development. Well, if you wonder what human capital development is that we simply study ba't nagkakaroon ng habits to develop ang programs, and nagkakaroon ng depression sa pagtatrabaho, sa sakit, because of, ang doktor yun so what goes on in the development of a human brain and why it becomes there. So I hope na intindihan nila yung sinasabi ko, but if they want to learn more, they can always catch us. So they can pass at 341-5822, or they can go to our website eqacademy.com.ph.
Actually, na-mention mo, sana naintindihan nila. Actually, ako mismo, I'm grappling with the
Maybe you want to ask questions, Rom, so that it becomes...
Yes, correct. In fact, I want to ask them, in the course of giving these kinds of training, ano yung pinaka-threat o pinaka-block sa mga minds ng mga listeners mo? So that you could get across.
Rom, that's a very good question. No? What from point A of a person, and this is generic, let's say you or me or anyone out there, from point A to, let's say you have a point A which is your current state, you want to get into any other state, it could be better, it could be harder, whatever it is, ikaw lang makasabi. Always the resource, and that resources could be internal, meaning inner, or out, or nasa labas. Madalas sa hindi, or sa ano ba yung madalas Whereas, pag tinanong mo sa kanila, oh, so how do you get from point A to point B? Hindi nila alam. And it could be as simple, I want to be promoted or I want to lose. They don't know. So that's the answer to your question. Kaya kami nag-create. I most of the time still don't know. I'm a work in progress. So it's going from point A to point B and knowing how to break those resources or unleash those resources or extract those resources so that eventually point B that we want to get.
When you say resources, ano yung resource?
Okay, Rom, when we say resource, the manner that we do our workshops and training and is that we simply ask the questions towards the people attending. If you, ano po bang ibig sabihin ng expensive for you? So because expensive for me might relatively different than expensive for you. So ikaw, what we do is simply ask questions to these people. How do you how is all dependent on you? So you answer all those questions. And you will know, believe it or not, you will know. Because we know how to ask the
Point A to point B.
yeah, whatever that point is. Ikaw lang din ang
Oo nga. Paano yun? Madali ba sa kanilang ma-determine yung point A for them?
we do not coach anybody who's not coachable. Do not do workshops for people need to change. First and foremost, you have to know that there's something to be changed. Therefore, the better a little bit of increase, change in matrix. That's talk about change. We'll you know that you have to go from one point to the other. So when you know what you want to what point, that's when we discuss what are the things we need to unleash, we need to learn, we need to learn maybe we need to motivate the workshop or we will discuss it in the one-on-one coaching. And you'll be surprised, you know it. You always know it, you just need to be asked.
Professionals. Do you prioritize certain professions or
Actually, there's no discrepancy or there's no discrimination as to who needs to be coached or who needs these workshops. But I would say, as far as I'm concerned, I've done so far, we are highly in demand with sales. Because I've gained the reputation already that I can double sales. Because when you start unleashing all those inhibitions, people can really say, I want to make 10 million quota, they really get. So all you need to do is really take off those baggage, break through those barriers, and just unleash all those things that's stopping you from getting to your goal. And it's very effective in sales. But there's no discrimination as to career.
Can you recall for us maybe one instance, isang salesperson who went in, then who he was before you met him or her, and then what he is or who is now?
Maybe I will take advantage to promote na rin my friend's company. The one who created this reputation on me is called Career Internship Abroad. He had about 5 employees in his company. I did team building on his company like 2 years ago. And by far before that time, they were sending students of about 5 or 6. Now they're sending 19 students per month abroad for internship. So even more than double. Then he referred to another company because it worked for him. Then that company from 25 million, I think, has reached 25 million a month quota. So it works because when you start, kasi contrary to the belief that you can decompartmentalize how you are at home to how you are at work, that's very wrong. How you are as a father at home is how you are as a boss or as a subordinate. So I discovered in that company itself, maraming baggages sa pamilya, sa bahay. So nung in-unleash namin yun, they were able to excel both at home and both at work. So that's one findings I found. Kasi ang nangyayari sa mga bosses, pinipilit nila mag-perform, ma-reach ang quota without even understanding ano ba pinagdadaanan mo sa bahay. Ano problema mo sa pinansyal? Ano ba problema mo sa mga relasyon mo? But when you start unleashing and trying to really help or mediate or probe into their personal life, but at least knowing where they're coming from, starts making them unleash all their potential, becoming the best they can be.
Masyadong maging demanding for your participants to involve ourselves dito sa mga workshops?
That's a good question. Getting to be known for, no? In a regular workshop, nagiging parang retreat. Start ending up that they are crying. They're crying because parang, yun nga, lumalabas yung problema sa bahay, mga issue sa personal. But it's inevitable eh. It's part of who you are. Hindi robot ka sa bahay, ibang robot ka sa opisina. You're still, you can take on this different hat. So what happens now is the boss begin to understand, kaya siya masungit ngayon. O sige, and then the VA, the visual or kinesthetic, nalalaman mo anong klaseng tao yung empleyado mo. Then you actions to that person or employee better. So you're getting to know the person better as a person, not as an employee.
Let's say somebody is listening now, is interested, would like to join. Ano ang re-request mo sa kanyang preparation?
Okay, if you want to change, first you have to know that you want to change. And then ask yourself, what's stopping you? From getting to the point that you want to get into from where you are now, what's stopping you? And if there are answers, call me.
Yes, that's the power. End this interview.
Exactly.
What's stopping you?
What's stopping you?
Yes, and What's stopping you?
What's stopping you?
So, unless you want to say something else na hindi natin na-mention, please say so.
I just want to encourage everybody to support all programs like Gabay Alalay is one of the foundations that supports Parkinson's. Just want to let everybody know that I'm blessed with a condition called Parkinson's, and I'm supporting that group Gabay Alalay. So I hope you help me support its finance forums. So I want to go all over the country and just promote that health is wealth in the natural way.
I just remember ngayon kasi Amy and I, we met at organized by Incorporated, Mr. Kaloy Atayde and Javi Atayde. And like to ask, is there a connection now between that forum doing now sa EQ?
Actually, every time I do my forums now, I not only promote, I do everything that I do with integrity. And if we get more spend, we can all do my forums with integrity forum now. Yeah.
Okay, so for those who about Amy, she gave you your number, so get
Just
it.
call 341-5822.
Yes. So this is Rom Cumagun with Amy Navarro signing off for now. Thank you.
Okay, ayan, yan. Mic test. Ah, di lang maganda yung playback. I was playing
Oo nga eh.
an online video, online video. So internet, nagda-download yung internet. And then we're broadcasting to two sites sa YouTube and Facebook. Nag-upload naman doon. So nag-buffer talaga. Sige. So yun. Anong dating sa inyo?
What's stopping
Oo.
you?
Oo, what's stopping you? Ikaw, Glo, what's stopping you?
What's stopping me?
Oo.
Wala namang nag-attack ng ng hindrance, walang hindrance naman.
Talaga?
So,
Hindi ako
what's
maniniwala.
stopping me now is
Oh.
about my internet and my cell phone
Hindi,
that is not good for now.
yung question,
That's
yung
stopping me.
yung question is a personal
Oo.
hindi internet. Kasi given na yan, internet. It's a question that asks something that pertains to your mind, in our minds, in our hearts. There must be something. Kasi, um, ang question ko sa'yo, have you reached your full potential?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet pala.
For
So
me,
what's
not yet.
stopping
So,
you?
what's
What's
stopping me?
stopping you from reaching your
What's
fullest?
stopping me?
Oh, yun nga yun. What's stopping you from reaching your, huwag mo sabihin internet. Oh, what's stopping you
Mm-mm.
from reaching your fullest potential? What's stopping you?
My
Oh,
fullest potential.
Tawa-tawa ka dyan. Hindi naman ako nagjo-joke. Oh. O
Oo
ano?
nga, natutuwa ako natutuwa ako sa sarili ko kung ano ba yung what's stopping
Kaya
me eh.
nga. Oo, sige. O habang nag-iisip ka, tanongin
Mm,
mo rin si Nancy ha. Habang nag-iisip. Nancy.
oo nga eh,
Oh,
ano ba yung what's
unahin
stopping
ko ni
me?
Ano ba
Nancy.
stopping sa akin?
Have you reached your full potential, Nancy? Oh, have you reached your
Not
your
yet.
not yet. So what's
Not
stopping
yet.
you?
Not
What's
yet.
stopping you?
So stopping me, my disability, of course.
Yan,
One.
pareho tayo.
Yes, my disability, of course. I
Oh,
want to reach the highest mountain. But what's stopping me? Of course, my disability,
okay. Next
right?
question. Next question. So, is your disability permanent or not permanent?
Permanent.
Permanent. So,
Permanent.
are you saying now that you will never ever reach your full potential
Uh,
because you have permanent disability?
I think so.
So, tapos na. Hanggang dyan na lang.
Yes.
Talaga? Ikaw, Glo.
Yes.
Ikaw, Glo.
Yes, hanggang dito na lang ako.
I've gone
Is your
through, yeah,
disability permanent or non-permanent?
permanent.
Permanent. So are you saying that you have
But
stopped
I've gone
reaching
through
your
my,
full potential?
no.
So what's stopping you
No,
now? What's stopping you? What's stopping you?
I've gone through my dreams, but still I am longing for a higher
So
potential.
what's stopping you
Not
from oh,
because of
so
mm,
what's stopping you from reaching your full potential?
siguro hindi pa siya hindi ko pa siya na-search talaga na hindi ko pa siya natatagpuan talaga na yung talagang gusto ko.
What do you mean?
But meron akong
So
meron
what do you
akong
want? What do you want?
ang ano ko talaga, for now, yung highest potential ko talaga is to reach all the persons with disability, tsaka yung ma-cater yung ano yung mga needs nila, yung mga those who are seeking advice, seeking assistance,
So what's
mga
stopping you?
medical,
What's
tapos
stopping you from reaching what's stopping you from
yun nga
reaching
yung sometimes yung limitation. Yun ang
yun nga,
ano ko
what
yung
nga, what
limitation.
are the limitations? What are your
Because of physical
Hindi,
limitation.
kaya nga, hindi.
Yung
Wala kaya nga,
wala na natin siya ngayon.
permanent nga, tinatanong ko, permanent, sabi niyo permanent. So kung permanent siya, so wala na, permanent na din, hindi na makikilos yung pag abot niyo sa goals.
Hindi
Kasi,
naman.
kaya nga, so what's
Hindi
stopping
naman.
you?
Siguro minsan yung self-confidence.
Okay, go ahead. What about,
Minsan
what
self-confidence.
about self-confidence? What's stopping you from
Na
gaining more
inaano ko minsan
self-confidence?
kaya ko ba talaga itong gawin? Yung ganun ba na yun yung nasa mind ko na eto na andito minsan sabi ko nandito na pero bakit minsan manghihinaan ako ng loob. Yung ganun, ewan ko, naiinis ako sa sarili ko kung minsan bakit ganun? Minsan yun ang inaano ko, naiinis ako. May time na ganun ako.
Yun, self ko.
Ako din, may time na ganun din ako.
Alam mo Rong, sa totoo lang, nakakapag-explore ako ng todo ngayon kasi with your help. Yun lang, sa totoo lang, I admit. Pero before, parang tingin ko may limitations ako. Pero ngayon, nakikita ko na I can go beyond. I can go beyond. And konti na lang, Rom, konti na lang. But I can't fully express, I can't fully explain why, what's stopping me now. I can't fully express.
That's
yes.
what we have to find out. Pero na-mention mo na, you are able to identify one or yung self-confidence, which is very necessary.
Yes.
Kasi, yun nga.
And
Kaya,
through you, nabuboast yung confidence ko, not like before.
but,
May limitation.
ano naman ginawa ko? Paano naman ako nakakatulong sa pag-boost?
Pinupush mo ko lagi mo kong challenge Yeah,
Eh, k-
yun ang way, yan yung way ni Rome para lumabas yung potential ng isang tao, yung i-challenge ka niya, ipupush ka niya, kaya mo yan, kaya mo yan. Tapos may mga challenges siya. Tapos yun, maghanggang until such time, nagagawa mo na pala yung dapat, yung potential na yung gusto niyang lumabas sa iyo, mapapalabas niya. And kung kilala ko, kilala.
hindi, hindi, actually kaya kami nag-click ni Amy dun sa mga actually yun ang unang interview ko with Amy. Marami kaming ginawa, 3, 4 siguro eh. And then nagkaroon din kami ng nag-paragliding din kami. Si Amy kasi is a coach. Coach siya eh. Personality coach, performance coach. So, ako din, I would like to believe na I'm also a coach. Kasi nga teacher ako. And yung teacher, ikaw teacher ka din, Glo ah. Di ba? Teacher ka din. Oo.
Yes.
So, ang coaching is an integral part of teaching. Di ba? Yung coaching. Kailangan marunong tayo mag-coach, marunong tayo mag-coach ng perform. Hindi nga lang sports. Pero kahit sports, sana marunong tayo eh. Kasi marami tayong Paralympians eh. So dapat marunong din tayo mag-coach ng ano. Pero more than anything else, hindi yung physical. Kasi yung physical, importante yun. Ano? Pero yung psycho-emotional coaching, yung nga, yung self-confidence, in-identify mo siya. Kasi yun din na nakikita ko na self-confidence kailangan. Actually, hindi yung nakikita ko eh. Ang nakikita ko nga, over self-confident ka eh.
O, ito. O, ito.
Hindi, sa totoo lang. Think over self-confidence. Pero, ang nakikita ko sa iyo is, kailangan ko i-push yung, tawag di, critical thinking skills. That's what I am pushing actually.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
it.
the self-confidence that I'm pushing. I'm pushing yung critical thinking. Okay? Kasi yung critical thinking, 'di ba? Kung nagwo-work yung mind. Kasi okay sabi niyo disability, polio. Oh. Wala naman tayong polio sa brain eh, 'di ba? Wala tayong polio ng intellect. Yun ang pinakamalaya, so kung yun ang hasain natin, yung intellect. Okay? And one of the intellectual skills is critical thinking. Yun ang palagi ko sa pinupush. Minsan public pa nga ang pag ko sa'yo, ang pagpuna sa pagka nagja-jumping to conclusions ka, minsan naghuhula ka eh. Nanghuhula ka sa mga broadcast. Okay?
Yeah.
The other,
Kaya lagi mo sinasabi tayo, critical thinking.
oo. At saka yung facts. It begins with the facts eh. Kasi tayo, okay, video journalism ginagawa natin ngayon eh. Okay? For example, ito, isa-side ko na lang. Matagal ko na gustong sabihin eh, pero kakalimutan ko palagi. May nagtanong sa'yo, anong disability ni Debong Palines? O anong sagot mo? Sige nga. Anong disability ni Debong Palines?
Stroke.
O, mo?
Stroke ba?
Kaya nga eh. Yun ang inaano ko. Kasi sa pagkakaalam ko, si Debong Palines is a muscular dystrophy. Yun ang alam ko. Oo. Kaya, di ba? Facts. Hindi ka masyadong hindi ka sa facts eh. Hindi ka masyadong particular. You're not very particular. And sa work natin sa journalism, yun ang pangahawakan natin, mga facts. Kaya if you can put everything in your mind, mas maganda. Di ba? Kung makommit natin sa memory lahat ng mga members natin, alam natin yung disability nila, alam natin yung mga facts about their lives, and the more we are going to be effective sa both in broadcasting and as coaches. Okay. O isa pang tanong ko sa'yo, matagal natin pinag-awayan 'to, privately. Publicly actually
Pinag-away talaga, no?
kasama sa board. Hindi sa admins. Tinanong kita, are you truly 100% sure? Ano bang tanong ko sa'yo? Do you know 100% that God trusts you? Yun ang tanong ko eh. Ang sagot mo sige, ano sagot mo sa akin ngayon? Do you know 100% that God trusts you? Ang tanong ko is no, no. Do you know 100% that God trusts you? Anong sagot mo? Ngayon, tatanong kita ngayon.
Yes.
No, tanong ko, no. Okay? Oh, hindi ko natatanong. Sige, why? Why do you
Tanong
know?
din.
How do you know? How do you know that God
Oo.
trusts you 100%? How? How do you know?
Yeah, because when God created, when God
Hindi na.
created
Yes,
man, he
how do you know? So, ang sagot mo doon is, I know because, di ba? Yun ang
yeah,
tanong ko sa iyo eh.
okay.
How do you know that God trusts you 100%? So, ang sagot mo dapat is, I know because, I know
I
that God
know.
trusts me 100% because,
God created
I know,
me
hindi, simulan mo,
perfect.
I know, sige,
I
kumpleto mo.
know
Oh,
I know that God trusts me 100%
oh,
because God created man in his image and likeness, and God is perfect. But because we are human and fall into sin, but still God, we make mistakes, but God still trusts us 100%.
okay, we make mistakes. I agree to that. So, ang 100% means no mistake eh. Di ba? You know that God trusts you 100%. Sabi mo may mistake ang human. Sinabi mo nga 100%, you know. So wala, perfect yun eh. Saan ang mistake doon? Sa knowledge mo, Hindi ba
So
pwedeng
yun naman ang
hindi ba
practice.
hindi ba pwedeng
What?
I know God trusts me 99%. I know 99% that God trusts me. Hindi ba pwedeng ganon? I know
Well, but
99%. Kaya nga,
it can be evenly
ito nga,
split, Pastor.
kaya nga tinatanong kita eh, yes or no eh. Do you know 100% for sure that God trusts you? Ang sagot mo, yes, 100%, you know eh. Wala kang ano eh, 'di ba? Sinasabi mo, alam mo 100%. Tatanungin kita ulit ngayon. Do you know 100% that God trusts you?
Yes, because
100.
God is a loving God,
To.
and
Oo nga,
he
okay.
put,
So, okay na,
yun nga
papause
nga,
na ako
I
kasi
put my trust. Di ba sabi
iikot-ikot,
nga niya, I put my
iikot-ikot,
trust in you.
kaya nga, iikot-ikot tayo. Ah, that's ito for our audience. Dito ganito ang sistema namin, 'di ba? I'm pushing for critical thinking. Yun ang pinupush ko kay Gloria. I'm a very spiritual person. Okay? I'm a very spiritual person. But I can never, ever claim that I know for certain that God trusts me 100%. Na 100% ang knowledge ko that God trusts me, I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know. I can never ever know kasi nga knowledge is a skill of the mind. No, thinking, yung knowledge is skill of the mind. Eh, I can never ever fully know. Ang inaano ko, know Pag know is fact. It's a fact. I don't know. Yun nga sinasabi ko. Kaya sabi ko, overconfident ka. It's not that you don't lack confidence. It's because you are overconfident sa knowledge mo. Sa knowledge mo. You're overconfident sa knowledge mo. especially in these matters kay God. So, yun lang. Um, if ever I'm pushing you, it's not the confidence that I'm pushing you sa critical thinking skills. And pagdating sa questions about spirituality, I am very critical. Okay? I want my spirituality to be a questioning spirituality. Gusto ko, tinatanong ko si God eh. Gusto ko, God, paalam mo naman sa akin. Eh, God, paalam mo naman sa akin kung talagang nagtatrust ka sa akin. Kasi ngayon, ang alam kong trust mo lang sa akin is 1% eh. Alam kong, ang alam ko, ang trust mo sa pagkakalam ko sa akin, 1% lang ang alam ko na nagtatrust ka sa akin fully. Anong dala sa akin? No? I have to work 99% more. Diba? Kasi kung 100% na yung knowledge mo, edi hindi ka na magsisik ng trust, hindi ka nakikilos, hindi ka na magtatrabaho, hindi ka na magpe-perform, wala ka ng goal eh. Alam mo na 100% eh. Alam mo, 'di ba? Alam mo na lahat eh. So, wala nang room for growth, wala nang room for thinking, wala nang room for questioning, wala nang room for asking, wala nang room for hindi mo na i-interviewin si God. Anyway, what about Nancy? Si Nancy may sinasabi kanina. Uh,
Wala.
yung pumasok
Kasi sabi ko, ano yun?
Sa self-confidence, parang may mention ka kanina sa self-confidence.
Oo.
What about it?
Ayun, hanap tayo stop. Stopping me, syempre.
Bakit?
Tapos kasi mayroong ugali ako kasi na parang withdrawals. Yun, kahit na tulad kahapon, yun, na-withdraw talaga ako. Sa yung, di ba, sa lunch, di ba, sabi nyo,
Yung
magkantahan tayo.
Oo.
Parang ganyan talaga ang ugali ko. Ayoko. Kahit kaya ko, kahit ano, mawi-withdraw talaga ako. Talaga ang ugali ko yan.
I think,
parang ganon.
nahihiya ka lang
ganon.
nun eh. Nahihiya ka eh. Di ba? Kasi,
Oo,
nagawa mo na before. Ako, ang frame of mind ko ganun, nagawa mo na before, di ba? Nakakanta ka na in public, mataas pa nga yung grade mo sa karaoke, di ba? 100% perfect, di ba? Sa karaoke. Oh. Kaya ako, kung nagawa mo sa karaoke noon, 100%, ba't di mo magagawa ngayon? Di ba? Kaya yun yung ano ko. On ko ulit. Naputol tayo sa YouTube, pero sa profile natin tuloy pa pala. Oo, sige. So Nancy, yun lang yung nakita ko na ano. Wala kasi si Amy ngayon. Ako naging ano eh. I was hoping nandito si Amy. Para siya yung makausap nyo. Kasi kung ako lang, di ba? Hindi naman yun yung aking a profession. I'm not a professional coach per se. Although as a teacher, I know that coaching is a part of my work as a teacher, kasi tayo advocate eh, di ba? Advocates. The very name of our center, Center for Persons with Disability Advocates. Di ba? How can we advocate kung mahiyain tayo? How can we advocate if we cannot go beyond our fears? Di ba? Nahihiya akong kumanta in public. Di ba? Kung nahihiya tayo, hindi ba kumakanta tayo as advocate eh? Iba lang yung tono. Di ba? Iba lang yung manner. Speech, broadcasting, hindi nga lang singing. But it's the same thing. Itong question ko, Nancy, di ba? Kung kailangan tayong kumanta para mapansin as advocate, will you sing? Halimbawa, ito, question, merong funding agency. Okay? May funding agency, sabi niya, I will give a grant of 100,000 pesos to the Center for Persons with Disability Advocates. My only requirement is that Nancy Kaputli will sing Baleleng live on your show. Oh,
Ano ba yan?
kaya yun nga tatanong ko. Now, will you sing? Will you sing? 100,000 to.
Yes, of course.
Why?
Oo naman.
Why? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Question. Merong isang pulubi. Okay? Blind. Sabi niya, sasali ako sa Center for Persons with Disability Advocates as volunteer only if Nancy Kaputli will sing for me personally live sa kanilang broadcast. Will you sing?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Why? Member yun, ha? At stake is one PWD, blind, na magiging volunteer for our center. You will not sing? How, pera lang ba? Kasi kanina, yes sa 100,000. Pera ba ang nagmamatter? Is it about the money, Nancy? Is it about the money? Is it about serving persons with disability? One person at a time. Which is it? Kasi kanina, yes sa 100,000 funding. Dito, isang poor, blind, ang ano lang niya, magme-member siya sa Center for Persons with Disability as volunteer kung kakanta lang si Nancy. No pa rin? Or undecided?
Siyempre, undecided.
Why? Hindi ba enough? Hindi ba enough yung isang tao magme-member siya?
Huwag ang kanta.
Yun ang gusto
Yan
niya.
kasi awit.
That is what it will take. Also, wag na sa center. Woman siya, ha? Woman. Okay? I go Dawi. Woman siya. Blind. Magiging member siya ng Dawi. Sige, magdo-donor siya ng 5 pesos. Magre-recruit siya ng marami for Dawi sa organization mo. Woman siya. Ang hinihiling niya lang, si Nancy Kaputli ay kumanta live ng Baleleng sa show. Will you sing?
I will sing for the good of all.
Live, ha? Yes, ha? Isa lang,
Live.
hindi all eh. Isang tao lang to eh. Isang tao lang siya, hindi siya all. Only for one person. You will sing. Okay. So actually, totoo yun eh. May nag-message sa akin. Mamaya daw, tanghali, kung kakanta si Nancy. Nag-message siya sa akin.
Ay, naku.
Oh.
Huwag naman ganyan.
Oh, pinabawi.
Ay, naku. Mamatay ako sa iya. Please.
Pinabawi. Sabi mo, good for all. Good for one nga lang to.
Ano ba?
Oh. What's stopping you, Nancy? What's stopping you? Yun yung ating there's something stopping you. And bottom line, it's not about the knowledge of what is stopping you. It's about stopping what stops you. Di ba?
Huwag mo akong payakin, ha?
Hindi, there's one rule na
ano ba kayo?
hindi, ito Nancy, ito for everybody. Magawa lang natin to. Nothing can stop us. Lines to ni former President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Delano nga ba? Oh, tama. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Siya yung wartime president ng World War II sa Amerika. Remember, yung Amerika at the time, nilusob ng Japan. Yung Pearl Harbor. Yung Pearl Harbor, December 1941, nilusob ng Japanese ang Pearl Harbor. Involved yung Philippines kasi nilusob din tayo ng Japanese, di ba? And America at that time was not, gusto niya neutral lang, ayaw niya makialam. Kaya lang, inattack na sila ng Japanese. And si Franklin Roosevelt, he rallied the American nation. He rallied the American nation to fight, diba? To fight for democracy, to fight the Japanese. Kasi may aggression na eh, di ba? So anong sinabi niya? Sinabi niya is there is nothing to fear but fear itself. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. Ang pinakamalaking kalaban natin that stops us is fear. Exactly, fear. And if we can fight our fears, if we can overcome our fears, and meron tayong dyan eh, may technique dyan eh. May technique talaga dyan that works. Do the opposite of what you fear. Do the opposite. Do the exact opposite of what you fear. If you fear singing in public, sing in public. If you fear dancing in public, dance in public. If you fear speaking in public, speak in public. I'm sure the Bible would have some quotes of fear. Anong Glo? Meron ka bang mga naalalang quotes from the Bible about fear?
Hindi ko maano yung
Grabe
exact
naman.
na hindi ko maano yung exacto na verse, pero sabi niya, "Fear not, for I am the Lord your God."
Ayun. Ayun, di ba? So whatever your fear is, if you do the exact opposite of what you fear not. Yeah, fear not because I am with you. Fear not. Kasama natin si God, di ba? Kanino ba trabaho yung fear? Sinong nag-ano ng fear? Nag-i-instill ng fear? Sa Bible. Meron bang quote sa Bible na nag-i-instill ng fear? Who instills fear?
Kaaway.
Sino yung kaaway na yan?
Kaaway.
Sino yung kaaway na yan?
Demon.
Demon.
Kasi siya nag-i-instill sa mind natin
papayag
na
ba?
na instead na instead na magawa natin, huwag mong gawin yan kasi mamamali ka, magkakasala ka, yung gano'n ang nag-i-instill sa atin.
Papayag ba tayo? Papayag ba tayo?
Mawawalan ka ng confidence na,
so, papayag tayo.
nga no, baka pag ginawa ako to, mamamali ako, pagtatawanan ako, yung, kung ano-ano na papasok sa isip natin because of that the fear.
So, papayag
puro
ba tayo?
negative. Kasi pag may takot, puro negative yan. Puro negative.
So, will you let fear stop you, Gloria?
No.
What about Nancy? Will you let fear stop you, Nancy?
Ano ba kayo? Pinaiyak nyo ako?
Yes or no question. Yes or no question eh. Yes or no. Will you let fear stop you?
No.
No. Yan. No. Very good. Very good, children.
Ano nga ba?
Sige. Babay na nga tayo. Thank you kay Amy. Ako favorite ko kasi itong video na to eh, actually. It is one of my favorite interviews na nagawa. I think second time ko na shinare to. One was available I mean, this one my favorite videos na kasi ako mismo natuto. Okay? Yun yung mga gusto ko sa interviews. If I myself am learning dun sa video, sa interview, then I'm doing a good job, sabi ko, and this is one of it. So, yung what's stopping me, I always ask that, especially after this interview. Oh, what's stopping me? What's stopping me? Kasi, di ba? Kasi ang question, what's stopping you eh? But I also ask this to myself. What's stopping me, Rom? What's stopping me? What's stopping me? What's stopping you, Rom? What's stopping you from doing something? And of course, marami tayong external things that can stop us. But, di ba? It's not the issue. Kasi pera, pwedeng kitain yan. Pwedeng kitain, pwedeng mag-donate, di ba? Physical, okay, sa physical, some are permanent, some are not permanent. Pero, ando na yun eh. Will we allow our physical disability stop us? Kasi nga, una kong question, permanent na ba yung disability mo? Kung permanent disability mo and it's stopping you, edi permanent na rin yung growth mo. Naka-stop ka na talaga. You're stuck na. Wala na. Di ba? So, I always ask this. And thank you, Amy Navarro, for this interview. Uh, I always ask that question for myself also. What's stopping me? And every day I try to come up with a new answer, eh, a fresh answer. Every day tinatanong ko 'yan eh. It's a daily thing eh. Na-mention ni Amy kanina yung habits. Kung meron tayong physical habits, meron din tayong psychological habits. And yung habit of allowing fear to overcome our lives is a terrible habit. So gawin nating habit na tayo ang nag-overcome sa fear by doing the exact opposite of what we fear. So, yun. Okay, overtime na tayo. We have to go na. Paalam tayo. I'll play the ating music para babay na sa lahat.